You want it? You got it. Reality radio done right. No nonsense, real and raw, just like you like it.
He's corrupt, he's inexperienced, and he lies.
Broadcasting from a broom closet in the Arizona Lotus Studios, it's Beef Vegan Presents.
Here we go! Yo, welcome back to the show. Beef Vegan Presents. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Okay, good. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Rock 102.1 KFMA. Streaming worldwide at KFMA.com. It's a Monday here, 1 day away from March, 3 days away from Apocalypse. I don't know. Just throwing that out there. They're like, yeah, feel good Monday. Let's do it. There's a lot of headlines, though, that are super stressful and depressing. I won't get to those because I did come across a story of a man who stuck a AA battery in his urethra. And that to me is all the distraction I need. Who cares what's going on over in the Eastern European countries? Who cares about what nukes and stuff? There's a guy who got a battery in his pee hole. Oh my God.
Well, you're on brand, that's for sure. Oh my, that made me shake. That's horrific.
I'll send you pictures.
Don't.
It's amazing. It is. It is amazing. It is the ultimate distraction. It's the distraction that we all need on a regular basis. Yeah, welcome to the show. It's been a long weekend for me. We had Roadrunners games all weekend. That was a fun time. We're hitting the week strong where I got Smashing Pumpkin tickets to give away today. Tune in at 7 o'clock. I'll let you know what song you're listening for to be caller number 10 to claim those Smashing Pumpkin tickets. Last week was a winner before you could buy them. This week, they're on sale. You can get them at KFMA.com, but we also have those tickets to give away, so you can get them for free $99 and check out Smashing Pumpkins as they perform at the Ava Amphitheater, and I'm stoked about that. That's good. That's good news, and I think I might be wrong. It really depends if it goes through, and, promotions is very vague with me. They're afraid I'll just blow any secret that I'm told, which is not true, all right? Not true at all. But there could be a major concert announcement tomorrow morning.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I'm waiting on that. And then if I do announce that, then I'll have Winner Before You Could Buy them tickets for that as well. So that's good. But I don't understand how I got the reputation of not being able to keep a secret. I think it's unfair. It's unwarranted. And it's, a little upsetting. Like when Mucho had an affair on his wife, I didn't say anything about that affair on his wife. And I told him that I would not say anything till my dying day. And I haven't. I've been mum's the word, right?
Yeah.
So I didn't say that Mucho was banging that Rebecca chick for 3 years. I never said that. Rebecca, no. Mooch is not married. It's all good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Woo, I was worried.
I know.
Mooch.
I know, man. No, I'm pretty good at telling secrets, to be honest with you. And I'll tell you what my secret is.
Okay.
I got a terrible memory. So you could tell me whatever. And honestly, in a couple of days, it's going to be lost forever anyways.
Yeah. It's not locked in the vault. It fell out the back.
Yeah. So I'm not going to repeat it because I forgot. You're all good.
Yeah.
They're like, you didn't tell anyone about that secret I told you the other day. You told me a secret the other day? Oh, okay. So, yeah. So, I mean, honestly, all morning long, 600 KFMA, if you want to confess to me, your Uncle Beef, if it feels better for you to let it off your chest, I am the person to tell secrets to because, again, I'll forget.
That's a fun radio confessions. That's fantastic. Can I do the thing for that? Can I do that sort of thing if someone calls and does it?
Well, we won't do it on the air.
Oh, come on.
This could all be private conversations. I mean, if you want to share it on the air as well, that's fine. Most of the audience will forget as well.
Yeah.
Unless it's super juicy.
Yeah.
Like the guy with the AA battery in his urethra.
No.
Yeah, no, you got to see those pictures. I'm going to send it to you.
That's too much.
No, well, I mean, it's impressive. It's impressive. You know what when I come across a story like that, you know what I think? Like that guy was determined, and as twisted and disturbing as that is, and painful as it may be, the guy, he had an idea. He set his mind to it, and he didn't let anything like physics get in the way of him accomplishing his goal. Now, sure, maybe once he did accomplish his goal, it wasn't everything he was hoping it would be. Maybe it didn't feel as good as he thought it would be, right? But at the end of the day, even though it was painful, he's like, I'm going to keep seeing this through. I want to see where this goes. I have this crazy idea. Maybe I might be wrong, but I'm not a quitter either. I'm going to get this entire battery up here. And then I'm going to waddle my ass to the hospital and be like, I'm messed up big time.
Yeah.
But you can't say I'm a quitter. And I did follow through. So
there you go.
Yeah. So this morning, on this Monday, no matter how stupid the idea, we follow through. And so I have a lot of stupid ideas that I'm going to debut. And I think they're terrible ideas. But again, I'm not a quitter. So I'm going to do them anyways. And just be prepared for that. We're also going to have Mari in studio a little bit later. We're going to have fun with her. And our podcast broadcast is up on YouTube and not banned. And that's good.
Good.
Yeah. I got kicked off of YouTube for like half a day. And then I disputed it. And they reviewed my case. And I won again.
Good.
Yeah. So I'm all over the place today. Let's get things going. We got the Morning Moron coming up after C there. Got a bunch of great music lined up for you. So keep it here, right here all morning long. It's Rock 102.1 KFMA. Good morning, everybody. Let's see. All right, we're getting here on the podcast broadcast. Let me introduce to you my lovely friend, Mari. Good morning, Mari. Go ahead and say hi to the streamers, everybody. And then, of course, we got Powers here. Who's, what are you doing? What are you
waving like a happy person?
No, not that. On your phone. What are you doing on your phone?
Posting Instagrams.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Yes.
Yeah, just promoting?
You're promoting things.
Okay.
Prince of promotion, king of commotion.
Yeah, what'd you post on Instagram? I can pull it up right now so we can see what you got.
Oh, well, I didn't post yet. I guess I could if I, here, let me just put the last hashtag in there.
Yeah, what are all your hashtags?
Yeah.
There's so many hashtags too. This is the toy one. So
I'm just seeing if he's working right now.
That's what
It's
I'm not
done finish show. No?
not
No?
sure.
Okay.
I got questions for you ready if you want them. On
Yes.
post it.
Give me a second. Rock 102.1, who's this?
What's up, man? It's James.
What's up, James? How you doing, man?
Little aggravated.
Oh, you aggravated too? I get it. You working with Powers right now? Is he dancing? No, okay. Well, what's aggravating you, James? It's not Powers dancing. That's what's aggravating me.
Well, I rarely ever call in.
Right.
But the time that I go to call in during today,
Mm-hmm.
from Smashing Pumpkins to win the tickets,
Right. Win
the
them tickets.
number is no longer valid. The number that I was calling was the 880 KFMA.
Okay.
So I don't know how long ago y'all changed that.
Some time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why is it still on the website? Is 880 or something?
Well, no, I had to,
Okay.
like when I go to Siri, when I asked Siri for the number, she gave me the 880-5362.
Right.
Oh.
See, that's the problem, man. You can't be asking Siri. Siri doesn't know shit. It's really, you got to
I
ask
agree.
Google. Like, we've done this before. Like, I hate Siri with a passion because when I had a Google phone,
Yeah.
so I would say, like, okay, Google, and I'd ask a question. Google's like, here's the definitive answer, right? When you ask Siri anything, like, hey, Siri, what is this? Then you're like, here's 7 different links that
Yeah.
lead to no fucking answer whatsoever.
This one goes to Amazon to buy a product, and this one's a Wikipedia article.
Yeah. Yeah. So screw Siri. That was your first mistake, James, and I'm sorry. But now you know the number, so lock it in. And I would even save it in
did.
your phone. Not even under KFMA. Save it as beef vegan.
It's true.
Yeah.
Oh.
And
I
so
mean-
then you got my number, man. You can hit me up.
He does only say
All
it
right. Yeah, good.
400 times a show. You know?
I do say I do say the number a lot, 400 times a show, yes, because I guess we have to do that because there's a lack of communication around the hallways here as
Yeah.
far as changing the number. So I get your frustration, James. You're not alone, and but now lock it in, and then hopefully you can win those tickets tomorrow.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, I appreciate you, brother. I gotta get it back on the air, but I'll talk to you soon.
All right, thanks.
All right, take it easy. All right, and then hopefully we alleviated James's stress. We'll
Mhm.
see. All right. Good morning, everybody on the stream. How you doing, Mari?
I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's going on with you?
Just being pregnant and busy with a toddler.
You know what? I'm going to ask you a bunch of inappropriate questions.
Oh
We
my
got 6
God.
seconds. Oh,
I
first off.
explode in April.
Great. No,
By
that's
the
Yeah.
way, Todd. April
Okay.
29th.
Here we go. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. Please welcome my good friend Mari. Good morning, Mari.
Good morning.
Mari is pregnant. She is due in April, right?
Mhm.
Hopefully not the 1st. You don't
No.
want an April Fool, baby.
What
End
about
of
the
April.
20th, maybe?
29th.
29th's going to come. If it comes a week early, you're going to have Hot Rock Superjoint Stone Baby.
Yeah. That's true. And getting a baby born on 420 is amazing. In fact, actually, my watch is broken, or not. I don't know. Battery died. I still wear it. And then I set this. My girlfriend doesn't know what time it is. I'm like, hey, can you see what time it is? And I don't think she could tell time on a regular watch.
Yeah.
Let's see the time. What's that say?
Does it say 420 all the time?
It says 420 all the time.
Then why wear it?
Because it's 420 all the
So
time,
it's time
Mari.
to party.
Yeah, no, I mean the watch looks good. That's why I wear it. It's the aesthetic.
Oh.
Essentially, it's just a bracelet at this point, but it's a bracelet to remind me that's 420 all the time.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so with you being pregnant, I want to ask you questions. What is inappropriate to ask a pregnant lady? Like if I asked you, right? I'm going to go down through a list, and this is educational for those people. If I asked you if I could put my ear against your belly to hear your baby, is that inappropriate? Touching your belly at all?
Depends on the person,
Yes.
but for the most part, yes.
What about me? I mean, I'm a friend.
I
Can
mean,
I feel
your
your
ear
belly?
on my belly would be a little weird.
Okay. What about feeling it? Like, is your baby kicking?
Yeah, like I would like. Yeah, you could. We've got that kind of relationship. You could feel him kick
All
if
right,
you wanted to.
But Powers can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fair.
I mean, I bet I could feel him kick. I probably could also, if we have a conversation, get the ear up there. I'm a friendly fella. I bet by the end of this radio show, we'll be closer than ever.
What annoys you the most about being pregnant and people asking you questions about being pregnant? Like, what's the most common question where you're like, ugh?
I think it's mainly like, oh, you're so big, or like, oh wow, your belly's so big. What's in that? Do you have twins? I've had that with Coda, my last son, and then getting that this time around too. And those comments are the ones I'm like, dude, keep it to yourself.
Yeah, I
Mainly
would
for my
never.
mother.
I would never say that. I think you actually been carrying this baby weight really well. In
Thank
fact,
you.
our streamers didn't even know you were pregnant until we announced it like a week or so ago.
I know.
You know, so they've been just distracted. I mean, they notice your boobs getting bigger, but hey, no complaints. You know, no, don't ask. You know, just take it in. You know, why question a good thing is basically the statement that I've been seeing in comments on the stream.
Yeah.
So it's
By the
not me.
hundreds.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, it is weird though. I mean, at least now when people ask you if you're pregnant, right? A lot of women, they get in a situation where I know I've been in a situation where if you assume somebody's pregnant and they're not, say they had the baby like 6 months ago,
Mhm.
you
Yeah.
still kind of have a baby bump. Super
I did that.
embarrassing.
I did that here at the station once
Too.
to a fellow Mari.
Oh no.
And she's
Yeah.
the best. She's so sweet and she looked so good. But I asked her if she was still pregnant. She had the baby like I think a month or two ago, so it was recent,
Mhm.
but it was still not something I should have said, and I will never ever say ever again. And I learned my lesson
Yes.
real quick.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's a brutal moment. In fact, I'm going to take it to Google because Google has all the answers of the top inappropriate questions to ask a pregnant woman. So we're going to see what Google says on the podcast broadcast stream. We have more that we're going to cover all this hour. You keep it here right on Rock 102.1 KFMA, or join us on Facebook and YouTube, youtube.com/beefvegan, even on Twitch. We're everywhere.
Wow.
Woo.
Yeah. So we're going to continue the conversation there, and then we'll be right back after Shinedown. Keep it right here.
I'll continue
Clear.
the conversation. Can I ask you? I have a good one. Has your son already come up and done so? Has he said something, or just like walked up to your belly and like hit it like a drum or anything like that?
He talks to it through the belly button.
Does he?
The other
It.
child.
Yeah.
Do you know if it's a boy or girl
It's
yet?
another boy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and he talks it through the belly button. And he blows like raspberries, like
Yeah.
Yeah.
he does that.
I have my girlfriend do that to me from time to time.
Oh,
I
do
love
you?
it. Yeah,
He just loves
I
it
do.
himself.
It's like your foreplay.
kind of.
Oh,
I'm like, blow me. And then she goes down and like, no, not like that.
not like
on
that.
my belly.
You know, like a baby.
Yeah, like a
I
baby.
kick my
Oh
arms and
my
hands in
gosh.
the air.
I do. It's
Oh my
amazing.
God.
Great.
So weird.
Oh, until you actually get a raspberry. Raspberries are actually pretty enjoyable. They're pretty funny. I loved doing that to like my daughter when she was a kid.
Yeah.
Blowing on that belly, man. It's good times. And then I was just like, I wonder what that feels like. And I was having a conversation with my girlfriend about it. So she went to do it. And now, like every now and then, that's what we do.
It's so stupid.
Okay.
Weird.
Here's appropriate things you should never say or do to a pregnant woman. This is according to HuffPost. All right. So
Mhm.
they're an authority of media. So let's see.
We'll take suggestions in the comments, by the way. What should we never do to a pregnant woman? Give us some feedback.
never do to a pregnant woman.
You know, like
Push
what
her
we're
down a
saying.
flight of stairs.
Well, sure. I guess you can go for the extremes. Why not?
Yeah.
So let's start there.
Put that on the list.
Yeah.
The number one thing. Never push a woman down a flight of stairs if she's pregnant.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Otherwise, totally okay and acceptable.
Yeah. They say it's not good form to approach a pregnant woman and place your hands on her stomach.
Right.
Do you have strangers try to touch your stomach?
I did when I was working with Coda, like not strangers, but like very like, removed coworkers I really didn't talk to. Like,
Right.
And I think a couple like clients and stuff. But yeah, but this pregnancy, I'm just like, at home. So I haven't experienced that as much. But yeah.
Yeah,
did.
you
Mhm.
lucked out. They say it's one of the biggest faux pas when it comes to pregnant etiquette is touching a belly uninvited.
Yeah, you should ask.
Nobody likes to be touched uninvited, period, right?
Yeah. Same thing with tattoos because some people do that. Like, oh, let me see. They just grab you if you have tattoos.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you should never even ask tattoos. I mean, that's the biggest turnoff for a woman with tattoos is a guy being like, oh, what's going on with your tattoo? Asking anything about tattoos. They don't want to talk about it. They've had the tattoos for years. Get over it. Talk about something else. As soon as you say anything about the tattoos, you're already not friend zoned. You're just cut off. You're like, no, this guy's a bum. I hear it too many times. All right. Let's see what else.
Todd's comments.
Yeah, Todd's great.
Ridiculous.
Todd's on the ball.
What's Todd saying?
Well,
Taking
you don't
the
want to
wallet.
mug them. Just don't take their wallet either. That's good advice.
Yeah.
Murder is rude.
Oh yeah,
Very
way rude.
very.
Well, that's a twofer.
Yeah.
So I mean, you're gonna murder
Oh.
someone. You're already gonna get a murder one. You murder a pregnant woman. You're murdering two people at the same time. That's double the charges.
Wait,
Yeah.
do you truly get double
Yes.
charges?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wow. Like even if it's like vehicular manslaughter?
Yeah. No, especially if it was a DUI, they'll definitely tack on those charges. You took two lives in one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's plenty of examples of that happening.
Heavy.
It's brutal. All right. Let's see. They say the same goes for singing to the stomach, talking to the stomach, drumming on the stomach.
So you're drumming.
You would do that?
Oh, they think that like they like give it a little pat. It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah, no. I mean, how annoying would that be? It's like living in an apartment complex and somebody tap dancing the neighbors upstairs, tap
The kid's
dancing on the floor.
Keep it down.
Yeah, nobody wants to hear that shit, right? Inappropriate questions. Okay, so just like belly touching, something that seems reserved for only pregnant women and fat guys. Let's be real.
Just ask him, have you been lactating? Did that start yet? Like just gross questions,
That was
Oh
weird.
yeah.
right? Could you imagine just asking weird questions?
When does lactation
And here he
start?
goes. He's asking.
Yeah.
My experience not till afterwards, but I mean, I have a friend who's pregnant and she's already like been leaking a little bit. She's
Really?
a month away. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Getting a
Huh.
month away makes sense.
That's interesting. So yeah, with lactating, then it's so weird when women lactate because they get cued to lactate when they hear a baby crying. So it doesn't even have to be their baby, but that could be enough to make it start.
Look, I love why I'm like he's like digging a hole. This is fun.
I'm just saying. It
No, it's true. It's interesting, right? Because again, you forget.
Mhm.
Would
Yeah,
you guys
because it's
lactate
not
if you could, though?
weird.
If you could lactate, would you lactate?
Look, he's trying to
Not
trigger
gonna
you.
work.
Why don't you got your headphones on?
I'm not a super producer. It won't work.
Can we not, please?
It wouldn't do anything.
So funny. You're
I want
You're
to
an
see if I can
idiot.
kickstart it. You got to get that milk moving. You know what I mean? Like you start the factory up. You got to be ready. April's right around the corner, Mari. If you're not getting the milk going, you still have milk going, right? Didn't you want to
I
still like
apologize.
No, but
breastfeed your kid,
I
your son,
did.
Coda?
We were still breastfeeding when
Did you stop now?
yeah, because I dried up.
You got pregnant and dried up.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And that's what happens. And then there's also like an aversion and things are more sensitive and it's not as like, it hurts.
That's actually a blessing, though, because honestly, your son is old enough for it. He doesn't need to continue.
Now you gave me
Here,
so much
put Todd's
shit.
newest comment up.
I was
shouldn't-
giving you
You
shit.
shouldn't let pregnant women talk to beef. It just
Yeah.
gets unhealthily uncomfortable.
Okay, that's fair. That's
I
fair.
added unhealthily.
Okay.
Oh man.
You don't need your editorializing on these comments here. Just stick to reading what's being said. All right. So here's other questions that they say you want to avoid asking a pregnant woman. Number one, are you pregnant? Right? Don't even ask. How much weight have you put on? Do people actually ask this, Mari?
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
What if it's mom talk? It don't bother you, right? If it's just mom talk, talking about mom, that's like, oh, I put on this. What did
Yes,
you?
that's totally,
then it's normal,
yeah.
right? It's different, but it is inappropriate. People in line at the.
Well,
yeah.
she has 2 friends that are pregnant with her, so she has a
Yeah.
little pregnancy crew.
That's
A
cool.
little
Yeah.
pregnant crew going on.
Yes.
Gang.
So those questions again, they could ask each other all day
'cause
long.
It's just conversation.
Right.
Yeah, all of the above. Yeah, but it's mainly like my mother just keeps being like, Mari, you're so big. Oh my God, you're so huge.
What
Oh, you
is
got 2 more months to go, Mari.
I know. Her mom's a trip. Yeah.
I'm like, Mom, stop. And she gained a lot of weight with her kids. So I think there is a genetic component.
Yeah.
But and I'm just like, Mother.
And she bounced back. I mean,
Yes,
your
she
mom's an
looks
attractive
great.
lady, so it's like,
and
yo.
you bounce back. Like you're only pregnant for 9 months. Like it's not like
Right.
it's gonna be on you forever. Like,
Right.
just eat, be happy, and do what you want to do.
Here's a question that's inappropriate to ask pregnant women, but apparently it happens all the time. Was it planned?
Oh,
somebody-
that's a common question for sure.
I've never gotten that question.
Yeah,
I've
Was
asked
it
that
planned,
question a lot.
or is that
actually.
baby a mistake?
Yeah, no, I've asked that question.
That'd be so weird.
You asked that
I
question?
definitely have.
Well,
You
don't
did?
ever do it again.
To
Okay.
their face, to a pregnant person's face.
No, it's more likely to the guy that might be in that
Ah,
situation.
yes.
Well, did you plan this? Well, the
Mhm.
answer is usually no.
Right.
So funny.
Apparently, I guess it's rude to ask if it's a boy or a girl.
I don't think
Because
so,
it's
but
private. Some people get really annoyed. They're just like, that's my business. Or the name. Will that be on the list? What's the name?
What do you say,
Did you
Mari?
pick a name yet?
You've actually been pregnant,
I don't care about the gender.
right?
But I mean, I could see maybe some people are more sensitive to
And
it.
you have a boy, and your 2 friends are having boys too, huh?
Yeah, we're having a little boy. crew.
Wow. You got to look out. Watch the streets in 16 years. They're getting taken over.
Oh my gosh! And then my other friend, I already have 2 boys, so it's just gonna be 5 boys at like our friend
Wow. Well, plus on your other ones already.
Well, yeah. So I have
Yeah.
Coda, she has Holden, and then we're both
3
having
more.
boys, and then
Okay.
our other friend is having a boy, her first boy.
That's awesome.
5 boys.
That's awesome. Do you live close enough? Will they go to the same schools, you think, or no?
One does.
Okay.
One lives in Phoenix, but
Okay.
she comes down all the time.
That's neat.
Mhm.
Then they say it's inappropriate to ask what are the names you've chosen. I was talking to Shmonty, my old co-host, the other day, and he has a boy on the way as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a big deal. So I asked him if he was going to name his kid Beef, naturally, because I mean that's a good name. And I was
name.
making an argument saying if you name your kid Beef might be something that's like outlawed in like 10, 20 years. You never know. We might not be eating beef.
You're 100% correct. That
Yes.
we might go that route. You never know.
I
Yeah,
mean, they're already making it in the lab.
Right.
right. Which that's a pretty punk rock name then, and pretty unique.
What, when he's 20, like
I'm
Yeah.
Beef.
he's
I'm
gonna have your
outlawed.
name,
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
voice, and
Beef
everything.
Schmonzi McGillicuddy. Look out.
Must be something in the water. Maybe we just, I don't know. Like, yeah, must be something in the water, or everyone likes doggy style. So, are you planning to give birth naturally or via C-section? Is a question that's inappropriate.
Well, yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, I'm
Uh,
like here thinking that you're asking me, about to like answer.
Yeah.
Right. And you're going to go natural or C-section.
it's-
You're going back and forth, but
Mhm.
you will not let us live stream it. That's all I know.
I will not. No.
This was Shmonty's idea, by the way. Speaking of which,
It's a hard no.
but I was stoned enough where I was like, that's brilliant.
That's not brilliant.
Oh, you kidding me? You know how many views
Thank
we
you.
get? We would go viral if we could live stream Mari's birth. Now we don't have to get all up in it, like health class style. From afar, from
okay,
right
so,
angles. Yeah, like
I get what you're saying.
tasteful.
We'll just have you wear a helmet cam. It'll
Oh.
be your POV from that because we don't want to be on the other side of things.
Oh,
So you don't mind wearing a helmet cam while you're giving birth,
Yeah,
right?
helmet
That's
cam
fine.
would look good.
God. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I didn't think of a helmet.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
easy, hands free.
Yeah.
That
Okay,
would
I'll
worry about
totally
it.
do it.
Would
now.
you be down to do that? I mean, you'd still have to keep your shirt on.
And your
No.
husband would have to hold like the lights off to the side. He can't be as involved. You might need a few and a PA. I'll run sound if you
Oh,
need
okay.
it.
Yeah.
Right? We could probably get this done.
COVID
Six-
can't have visitors.
Oh, I was gonna
Mm.
say 6-7 person crew.
Are
Yeah.
you joking, or are you considering
I'm
the helmet
joking.
cam?
I'm absolutely
Shit.
not
Oh my
considering it. I am 100%
Good sell though.
not considering it in the slightest.
Mm.
And I don't
Idiot.
think there's anything you can do to convince me.
I mean, it's for the stream. See,
Oh, yeah. The
What's that
stream.
mean? It's for the
so
stream.
Vegan Negan says viewership is down since Mari stopped being a regular, so she kind of owes it to the show.
Oh,
Mm.
do I?
Yeah. So
You're
That's
so
what that
right.
is,
I mean,
yeah.
vegan, vegan. You're right. I should just do it. Take one for the team, right?
yeah.
How long was your last?
No, hold that thought. We're on in 5 seconds.
Oh, okay.
Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. We're just catching up with Mari. So many questions, so many of them inappropriate, some of them appropriate. And we're still seeing we're trying to convince her to live stream her pregnancy, her birth, when she gives birth to her second child on the stream for the podcast broadcast, just because, for the sake of Twitch and make a little clip. And I think it'd be educational,
Yeah. He doesn't, it's not, and this isn't for beef at all. This doesn't benefit him or the stream of the show.
It's not for me.
No,
because I've been through the whole delivery process before. I have a daughter. I was in the room when she was born, so I know what it's like. And it's for the people out there in the world, to look, with health classes, they show videos of women going through labor, but those videos were made like in the 70s.
Yeah.
They haven't really updated it. I'm talking modern day. You're in a post-COVID hospital giving birth. What is the method? How do you do your breathing exercises? What's the support team like? Are they wearing masks? Are they, all that good stuff? We have questions that we need answers for.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I think, a live stream of you giving birth would be huge. I'm telling you, everyone eventually, these kids want to be on the internet anyways. They all want to be internet famous. Give your unborn child the opportunity to be internet famous as soon as he's out the womb.
Oh, man.
I was disagreeing with him every second of the way up until that very valid point.
Right.
You got to start him early.
Valid.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I want my child on the internet forever.
Yeah.
He's going to be. It doesn't matter. In the world that we live in,
it's inevitable. You're going to go viral. We're all going viral at some point. Might as well get it out of the way.
Right.
Make a buck.
Yeah.
Help the show.
Wait, I'm going to make a buck?
Well, Beef might make a buck. I don't know. I'm sure he'll buy you.
Any bucks.
I'll
buy
kick you down. I'll buy some diapers.
Yeah.
But you start this kid's
Diapers.
Instagram page right before he's born. And then bam, he's going to have thousands of followers. He'll have more followers than me on Instagram right out the womb. And that's a head start. Eventually, we're going to be judged in our place in society based on how many followers we have on social media.
Eventually.
No, I
a lot.
refuse. I don't even have an Instagram for that reason because I don't.
You got no value to society at this point. That's why you need to live stream your birth.
My value is at 0%. Yes,
Then
and I'm happy with that.
That's how we'll launch your page. Perfect.
Oh,
You want to
wow.
come out swinging, right?
Mhm.
So that's what you got.
Yeah. And plus, you'll have a lot of supportive words from people on the stream. A couple
Oh.
trolls.
And better
Okay.
than that, supportive hashtags, because those trend. And that's what you really want.
Oh, is
Yeah.
that what I need? Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
All for my child, right? This is all for
Oh,
my
yeah,
child.
yeah,
Right.
for him or her. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we in?
No.
All right. I tried, buddy.
We were close.
Hey,
You're
you won me
so
over.
not close. Not
We
even the
have-
slightest.
We have till April, so we have a couple months. I mean, I will present a case and make a PowerPoint presentation.
Okay.
Okay.
As to
That's what I need to really convince me as a PowerPoint.
oh, so much so.
Better
You
yet.
could name your son hashtag.
Wow.
Oh.
He's
Hashtag,
not named
hashtag.
right.
Is there not a kid named hashtag yet? Because there must be.
I guarantee there is.
There definitely is.
Yeah. All right, we'll keep the conversation going on the podcast broadcast stream. But maybe you could join in the comments and help us convince Mari to live stream her pregnancy and her birth, because it would be historic for the show. And, honestly, we need all the help we can get. So you
Nothing
join
will
us
work.
there, and then we'll be right back after this. I mean, seriously, Mari. Clear. Let's see where we're going here. And the viewership hasn't been down that much. Oh, everyone left. Oh. All right, see. I
Yeah,
don't
keep
have
the
Facebook
comments.
or anything.
More comments. That's what we need, because we need more advice for this very important topic.
That's weird. You're considered a red flag while dating. I don't know. I'm just so.
What is? What?
Vegan Negan said they
I
were.
don't have
it.
Facebook or anything, and it was considered a red flag while I was dating.
Thanks, Anthony.
Having Facebook?
No, not having Facebook was a red flag to someone. I'm like, that is almost weird. If you go out with someone and it's just like, no, I don't have any social media. I don't do any of that. Is that
no, I
like a
talked to
red
a 20
flag?
I talked to a 21-year-old this weekend, and he was saying that it's like 50-50. Like half of the kids are like super into social media, and the other half are like so anti. They're like banning it.
It's like
and,
straight edge, because that's what it is.
Yeah.
When you grow, when drugs
Yes.
are the most popular thing, eventually straight edge happens, because now that is the alternative.
Right.
Mhm.
So it's pretty funny. I'm not surprised.
I think we could head in a direction where like social media, like he doesn't use Instagram. He only uses Twitter. He does not use Facebook. Facebook is like, he's never even had a Facebook. So that's done.
Mhm.
And then, yeah, Instagram he doesn't like. He likes, what's that really TikTok.
Well, TikTok's fun because
A
just
little bit.
America's funniest on videos.
I'll tell you why it's a red flag if somebody doesn't have social media is because women are now Googling their dates. They have been. So when they match with somebody on social media, and we just seen that documentary on Netflix called The Tinder Swindler.
Mhm.
So you got to see if who you're matching with and who they say they are, it checks out.
But
And the
sometimes
quickest
it
way to
can
do that
still-
is by checking out their social media.
But sometimes that can still be all made up.
Well, that's what the Tinder
Sure.
Swindler showed, So then you have to use your critical thinking skills. And luckily in this country, we have none.
Yeah.
So
But I get just hearing that. Like if you do hear or meet someone, it's like, oh no, I don't have any of that. And I don't have that. Instantly, if I'm like, are you gonna go on a date with a guy? He's a serial killer.
But I think
What'd
that's
you mean?
like
Craigslist? He's a serial killer.
That's us. I think we're headed in a direction where that won't be the situation anymore. Like you'll go back to organically meeting people at like the store and stuff.
I remember that still exists. Just because online dating exists doesn't mean that people don't meet in the world.
Who
Like
have
they
you
still
met
do.
in the world?
When we go out to that shows, Upsall. I wanna
yeah,
say it
that's
right.
all.
Upsall was great. When we go out, I do all right. Like
He does
it's
all right
fun.
when he goes out.
Yeah, that's true. He
I've
did
seen
do
it.
Yeah,
Right.
he told me.
And that's the thing. Like that hasn't online dating is still not different. It's just breaking the ice. After that, okay, then we meet up and everything's the same as it's always been forever.
Mm.
It's just about breaking the ice. That's the only difference that online dating is.
Mm.
But like, I don't know, whatever. I'm done. I don't know. I don't have a point.
Okay. Yeah, I know. I noticed you didn't have a point. I'm like, why?
Well, I was
What's
just
going
defending
on?
like that point about how people talk about online dating like it is so different.
No, back to Mari's point.
Yeah.
She's saying that there's a pushback on social media to where people are not going to have social media. I do feel this coming. I mean, Facebook is already dying
Right.
and going down. Less and less people are using Facebook every day, and rightfully so. And there's a point where we just spent the last decade completely obsessed and entangled with social media. It's been everything. We're still in it. We're not completely out yet, but there's going to be that next generation always. The next generation that follows always likes to do the opposite of what the previous generation thought was cool and what they're into.
Yep.
So you can see these kids being like, yeah, I'm not going to put my information out. Now we learned in hindsight, all the social media that we were doing was getting, collected. All that information is being sold off to companies. We are the product, right? So now this future generation knows that, and they're going to be able to nip it in the bud by not even starting on that. But they'll still
Especially
do TikToks.
When you think about the way your parents behave, and it's like, they're going to accuse of what the behavior towards social media was like my parent was an alcoholic, like saying that, like, oh, they were a social media addict. That's why I hate it.
Yeah.
Where,
Right.
because we're getting to the point where Facebook is like, what, almost 15, a generation. Every 15 years, they say is a generation. So that means we're going to start to get 15-year-olds, 16-year-olds, 17-year-olds that are like, my mom took a photo of me every day.
Yeah.
And I
post-
exist. Literally, here's
It's
me every
bizarre to
day.
me.
And that is going to be the pushback.
That's
You're
the
right.
main reason why I got rid of it after Coda. That's when I got rid of my Instagram because I just felt strange. It's not good for my mental health. Like I compare, I
Right.
get too weird and like insecure about it. But it's weird seeing like my son grow up on it. Like I can make my own photo albums for him. Like
Mhm.
I don't want
Yes.
his photo album to be online for randos to see. And it's sad because like I take away like sharing it with my family that's not in town and stuff. But I can send them pictures if I really want to. They
There
can
is
come see
that.
my kid when we visit. Like
And here's the thing I always say, remember this, like Facebook doesn't necessarily have to be evil. You can just add your 14 family members. You're just 25 family members. Don't add people you've met at shows and concerts. Everyone you've ever met, you got to
I
know
tried
forever.
that though. I tried that, and then I just got inundated with other like friend requests from like old coworkers, so many people, and like I have a hard time like saying like no to those friend requests because I'm
Okay.
like I feel like an asshole when I just leave them unadded.
Sure.
So then I just stopped doing it completely because I tried to just do like a family one because Kenzo's family in Japan,
Yeah.
and then I just did away with it because I just couldn't.
Yeah, that makes sense too, because that's going to cause stuff. People are
'Cause they just, like,
insane.
It just tells you that people go like
Mhm.
people just go to your site. I don't know. They like suggest them. Like they know when you're on. You can even like change your last name and everything. Like they still know. They connect your
Yeah, it's
email.
because it's
and
your phone number and
everything.
email.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's all that.
All right, moving the conversation on to a different topic. I'm just checking out this headline real quick. Rattled Putin rants about West Empire lies as worldwide sanctions reduce a ruble to rubble. I like what they did there. Desperate leader hikes interest rate to 20%, sparking rush on ATMs. U.S. cuts off Russia's central bank.
Yes.
And now even Switzerland slaps Kremlin with penalties. And Switzerland usually that neutral zone when it comes to
Yeah.
banking. So it's crazy, but this is
the ruble is valued at less than a penny, I guess, right now.
yes, yeah, less than a U.S. penny, which is like crazy because our penny's been going down in value as well. It's getting close to the peso, so everything is crazy. Now they're going to be desperate. So we'll see what happens. I figured out
Scary stuff.
part of the reason why, because the big question is like, why would Putin do this, right? Why is he risking World War III, dealing with all these sanctions? Why did he start the war? Could this been prevented? And speculation now is, yes, it could have been prevented. And, it's like we kind of provoke this. When I say we, yes, like United States, NATO, here's what's happening, right? The main reason they say that he's doing this is because he doesn't want Ukraine to be a NATO ally. He doesn't want NATO to encroach on his border. Ukraine has like so many kilometers of border that they share, right? Because Ukraine was part of the former Soviet Union.
I think it's like 2,200 miles.
Yeah, it's a lot. So he doesn't want Ukraine to be a part of NATO. Now, NATO, United States, never really planning to have Ukraine be a part of NATO, right? So when Putin was asking several months ago, like, hey, are you going to make Ukraine a part of NATO? Because I don't want it. And the NATO and U.S. is like, maybe we will. And they're like, well, I think that's a deal breaker. We don't want you to make Ukraine NATO. So absolutely not. And then
What
we're
does
like,
Ukraine want?
Ukraine definitely wants to be a part of NATO.
Well, Zelensky said that he would negotiate to not be a part of NATO and like agree to that, and he's still invaded. So I don't know if your argument holds up.
No, I'm telling you, because this was at the point where it was past the point of no return, and we still had high-ranking officials, and this is why he talks about the West Empire lies, because this is the U.S. playing games and fucking around. And this is unfortunate because this kind of put us in a situation where we can go into World War III over this. But it doesn't stop there, and it's far more complicated than just even talking about that part. That's definitely a large part of it, though, that we're seeing. It's just like, yeah, maybe we will. But even though there really is no intention to have Ukraine as a part of NATO, but we didn't say, okay, if that's the deal, they could just be an independent country, and not be a part of NATO and not be a part of Russia, and there you go. Neutral ground. And that would have possibly prevented it. Oh.
Well, this isn't the roundest table I've ever seen, so I offer no opinion.
I know this is some heavy
This is
stuff to talk
This is a
about.
weird rectangle table,
Yeah.
and I could weigh in on the difference between Ninja Turtles 1, the movie, and Ninja Turtles 2. That's what I did yesterday.
Yeah, well, no, see, we're not
I
talking
know,
about
I
that.
don't want
No,
to talk
I
about
don't
politics.
actually mean that. I'm making
I
a
know.
joke about this.
I know. So, yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
no
Paige,
politics.
don't worry. I know. Well, it's not politics. It's only apocalypse. And so, yes, we don't talk about politics, but we do mention the apocalypse a little bit. Oh, just hope that it doesn't happen. But, this is basically, because I did have the question on my mind. Why, how, why, and what for? It can't just be oil. Give me a break.
This is not. We're not. This ain't Middle East. This ain't oil.
No, there's definitely
There's always
oil there.
always supply and demand for resources, but it ain't just that.
Yeah. All right. Moving forward. Do you know?
Yeah. And now here we go. Did you know like a dog's dick does this? Like here comes some stupid radio nonsense after
It's not
that.
stupid radio nonsense.
Give me some radio nonsense. What do
Do
you
you
get?
know of a hairstyle called slut strands?
Nope.
This is an actual style.
Okay.
Yeah. It's common amongst female snowboarders, and gold medalist Chloe Kim wants to change the name.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. She hates the term slut strands. Like what?
Wait, what is
So what is
I'll
it?
show you here in just a second. We're on 17 seconds.
Oh, okay.
Slut strands is the type of radio content gold that I've been saving for this moment.
Yes.
So let's get right into it here. 10 seconds. And no more politics, I promise, Sarah.
Yay.
Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. It looks like there's a hairstyle that's very popular among female snowboarders, but the name is not popular amongst one gold medalist, Chloe Kim. And we have to celebrate our gold medalists from this year's Olympics because the United States didn't have that many of them.
No.
Yeah. So, and even in snowboarding. Well, Chloe Kim is a fantastic snowboarder, and she rocks a certain style that other snowboarders dub as slut strands. Yeah, and
Okay.
she's tired of people saying, "Hey, I love your strut stands." The strands, right? And I'll show you a picture of Chloe and her hair. It's literally hair just hanging down from the side, wearing like a beanie. This is the term they coined slut strands for I don't know how long. They say actually, yeah, for at least a decade or two. This has been the style. So she hates it, and she's calling out for all snowboarders, professional and amateur, to come up with a better name than slut strands, because really she's just a lady who likes having long hair and showing off her hair while keeping her head warm at the same time.
Now, this is actually an old thing, and I just stumbled across it because I'm Googling, I'm working for you, right? Do you know who might be the first of the slut bang? Because you got slut bang as well. That's your slut bangs.
Slut bangs. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like the first of the slut bang. I'm like,
Right.
what, me? I love a slut bang.
One Elvis Aaron Presley. So think of that. It's that strand of hair that hangs down. People are like, that's a little too provocative. That's right. That's too provocative.
Oh,
That's too
wow.
much. So look at that Elvis. There he is. Look at him. See?
Yeah, look at that.
Oh, see that? That's too slutty right
no,
there.
that Elvis it was a huge slut.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. He's letting that hair hang down.
Right.
Too wild.
So, okay. So if you have a little bit of hair hanging down, then all of a sudden you're slutty.
Yeah.
You know that? I mean, Mari's hair is up in a bun.
Mm-hmm.
Very non-slutty.
Non-slutty.
I see what you're doing there. Yeah. If you
Wouldn't
put
know
some hair down a little bit, maybe you'd help our stream numbers. When we get just a sliver of hair. Just pull down just a sliver for me, and we're going to watch these streamer numbers jump through the roof. Go ahead.
Sliver of hair. That's
Yeah.
where I
don't
can
even
deliver.
have
Oh,
a
no.
sliver.
No. Yeah, there we go. Let me see it.
I don't have
Oh,
it.
yeah, there you go, you dirty slut.
Oh, my God. Don't say that.
Look at the hair go down.
I know, Frank.
All right, let's hit the reset. We'll be back with your beef tip right after this.
I gotta say,
You always say, oh my God, you sound like Linda from Bob's Burgers sometimes.
I'm not surprised. That's my mom.
Yeah.
To a T.
I know, because it's too much.
Yeah. That's
Was that too much?
Maniscalco is ridiculous. He's a Long Island guy. Sounds just. I'm not surprised. Yeah, that's a bit much. He's been a little loose
Yes.
with the word
He
whore
is a
and
loosey
slut
goosey
today.
today.
Yes.
What? Wait,
He's
wait. First
a
off, I was
loosey-goosey.
reading the story. I didn't say whore to anybody.
Earlier, earlier
Who did I say whore to?
You have said whore
Howard
several
said
times.
you said it. I believe him.
No, but Howard said I said it.
So,
you believe
honest.
him?
Yes.
I was reading the FML.
Be that as it may, a lot of whores have fallen out of your mouth, bitch.
I was
Whore,
reading.
slut today.
That was all
A
one
lot-
FML. Okay.
A lot of
Loosey
very
goosey.
coarse language.
Okay, Disney World. Listen. All right. This is an adult show geared towards adults. This was the F My Life that was emailed to me by Kylie. Okay. She said, today I was called a whore, a demon, a piece of shit, and a disrespectful bitch. All this happened because I wouldn't let my mother-in-law borrow my car. So it was her mother-in-law who called her all this stuff. And again, I wasn't saying this stuff as, just
I'm going to tell you something. See what David wrote? Beef dropped the W word. You're not realizing whore has become a bit more of a dirty word, like a curse.
he's joking.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
I have watched as whore has become more like, you can't say whore as much. People are offended by the word whore.
Yeah, what are you talking? You don't
I'm
even
dead
watch.
serious.
You don't even watch movies that are past PG-13.
First of all, yes, I do. And a lot of those 80s movies were before the rating system were in there. Those Goonies are terrible.
yes,
so-
they say shit a lot.
They say shit a lot.
Yeah,
So thank you very much. Okay. It's the best kind of right. It's true. Technically right. It's the best kind of right. So
stay focused.
yes, whore is becoming more of a curse word, much like bitch is becoming more of a curse word.
Yes, it's a curse word I could say on the radio when I'm reading. Also in context, I don't call anyone whore. I would love to call you a whore.
I'm pretty sure. I think last week he did. He's
Did I call you a whore?
me or Rico for sure.
Well, neither one of you right now are whores.
Yeah.
Yeah, I call myself a whore.
Yeah.
I man whore all day long.
Man whore is a little different.
Don't take that double
I
standard.
try to not,
That's
but that's because
ridiculous.
guys don't care. And man whore is much like most things sexist, like man whore. Yeah, high five. You're the man. Whereas girl, you're a slut.
All right, enough
See?
of that. All right, so Vegan Egan said they're trying to cancel Rogan by stringing a bunch of them, quoting other idiots and saying the N-word. Yeah, so in 10 years, I could get canceled by saying
Yes.
whore, when they were like,
how it was in the 20s. We used to say whore all the time. Now we can't even call a girl a coochie.
But you see how, like, I wasn't saying that in context. I was literally just reading the email. And so it's not like I was saying every break being like, hey, welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents, you whores.
Okay, but if we circle back to where this conversation started,
It's because I called you a slut.
Yes.
I didn't call you a slut. I just said,
yeah, put your hair down, you dirty little slut.
yeah, you're a little, okay.
And you said it, see that voice where you're practically like rubbing your belly button with your finger, like, oh, standing at the Circle K parking lot, checking out girls.
It was part of the bit. It was all bit. I was like,
all for the bit.
Let me see that hair go down there. Oh, yeah. Oh.
No.
It's just because of the way I sound. It made
Yeah,
me
I
creepy.
think
if I would have said it like normal,
I don't think it would have been as disturbing and demented as it was.
Well, I was just making a joke about an observation, and also protesting against the name Slut Strand. And like, I'm against that. There's many different ways you could describe a hairstyle. Using the word slut is never appropriate for any of them. So I'm anti-slut when it comes to describing hairstyles, right?
Yeah, I think it was the voice.
You're pro anti-slut shame.
Yeah. So that's what I did. And I think I drove the point home without.
Are you grading yourself right now?
Yes.
So you give yourself a C for inappropriateness, like not a true.
And I was making a point without, I wasn't calling you a slut by any means.
No.
Yeah,
of course not.
I got nothing but respect for you. But that was just to prove my point, to drive it home.
I don't know if you should do ASMR though. I think you would just creep too many people out.
I think you would be very good at it.
I'd be fantastic at it. And honestly, there would be some ladies that would sign up for that page ASAP. I get compliments on that. Like my friend Yaz, I work with at the Roadrunners game. She's like, I hate that I love your voice so much. And I was like, oh yeah? Why don't you put your hair down a little bit? A little slut strand. Yeah. That's what I did.
You ever hear a slut strand hairstyle?
Yeah, so that's what happened there.
Can we do ASMR? I want to do some ASMR right now?
Wait, you did show your belly button off at Circle K?
No, I was saying he sounds like a guy that was doing that when he was talking like that.
Oh.
That's what she said. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He does. He really does.
Oh, you like corn chips? Me too.
Yeah, I love corn chips.
It's so true.
Bring your hair down.
Oh my God.
I know. I mean, it's easy for me to sound like a creep because, here's a secret I keep. I'm always a creep.
I was about to say, that's the Incredible Hulk right there. That's so funny.
I knew you'd like that.
You're an idiot.
Like that.
Give a Marvel reference. I got him back in.
That's
I
right.
got him back in.
So that's a 12-year-old reference. I'm like, oh, that's the Incredible Hulk. And I'm just clapping and hopping up and down.
I'm so
like
happy.
an idiot.
Like he spotted an Easter egg.
It's an
I
Easter
know.
egg. I was 100% an Easter egg.
It's an Easter egg.
It's funny because I watched you come up with it right on the spot as you said it, which is
I
great.
know, your eyes just widened.
I know.
Idiots.
You gotta know your audience, so.
That's so funny. Right, on Tuesday, it's all crypto jokes and stuff for Rico. I get the Marvel content.
Are you still going to concerts, Mari?
I was gonna go to AFI and it got pushed to November.
Yeah.
So I would go if there were shows that I wanted to go to.
So, well, I guess you can't go to Smashing Pumpkins because that's after you're supposed to give birth. What is the latest you would go to a concert? Like, as far as how far along you are in your pregnancy, you past that point right now to where it's like, even if it's the best concert, I just can't go.
I would still go. I mean, I kind of stay pretty active up until my due date. I have no true time as long as it's in Tucson,
Yeah. As long as it's in Tucson.
Yeah.
Okay. So you wouldn't drive up to Phoenix, to go to
I don't think
Auction?
I'd go to Phoenix at 38, 39 weeks, but I think that those 2 weeks are because you make it to 40, that's around the time that you should be ready.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Yeah, I don't know.
I got 6 minutes. So somehow we're super short going into this. So maybe we'll do 2 little segments. Even though I don't have a beef tip. I hate to admit this. Well, here's the deal. I've been working so much, right? This weekend. And
you work every weekend. All weekend.
Yeah. No, I'm on this almost month-long streak, right? Of just every single day I got a gig or work. And it's not like it's manual labor. So I'm not necessarily complaining, but I definitely am burning the candle at both ends.
It's still responsibility.
Yeah.
'Cause even this is a job. This is a job. Sometimes I remind myself this is a job
Mm.
because
Yeah.
it doesn't feel like I'm like, no,
it's
you did
fun.
wake up real early and go somewhere for 5 hours and work, and now you're tired. That's a job.
Yeah.
So you could have a lot of responsibilities. These days.
Right. So 18 seconds. So yeah, I've just like I didn't get a chance to properly, write the show out for today like I would do yesterday because I was too busy and got home too late. And then Powers was dancing.
But Todd's right though. You do have
Rock 1 2.1 KFMA. And sorry, look, we're on the podcast broadcast stream right now. Should I play a song to show the Powers dance that got me so annoyed, Mari? Or to see if I'm overreacting?
Yeah, I want to hear.
I'm not even sure if I did a specific dance. It's just about grooving and just getting
I mean,
ready
it
to get
looked
back
like a
on the
sh-
air
yeah,
and just do a little of that.
It's just about
Yeah,
grooving.
just about grooving a little bit.
I mean,
As
it's
like
like
a shimmy.
yeah.
All right, let's see this. And we'll let people on the podcast broadcast stream comment whether or not they would be annoyed if they see at 6 o'clock in the morning
I got
doing
a
this
full night's
dance.
sleep. It's true.
Yeah. This is why I'm so annoyed because I got a lack of sleep and he's well rested. And I'm looking at his well rested ass like, I hate you.
Like even chipper practically.
Yeah.
Like on a Monday.
You are chipper.
That's right.
All right, here's.
Give me. I'll dance for you. There you go. You like that? Oh, you love it. You love it. Let's get ready to do a radio show. I'm getting all pumped.
See what I'm saying? This
Do
is a
all that,
dad dance.
and then do all that.
Hold on. It's a dad dance and he's looking ridiculous doing it.
So then he looks back and I'm like, I do one of
Oh,
these.
you do the hands,
and
jazz
he got all
hands.
mad.
Mhm.
He got real mad at that one.
Oh, you did not like the jazz
Oh
hands.
my goodness.
No, okay, so be honest with him, Mari.
I don't
Okay.
necessarily mind it.
Thank you.
No, she's being way too nice. And she goes, not good. Not good.
I mean, he's got some rhythm.
No, okay,
Again,
so here's
are we really judging about my dancing in a chair where I don't move? I will bust a move.
no, you won't.
I've
So-
been watching TikTok. I know all the shuffles.
Stop. So, imagine Powers goes up to you in a dance club and he's dancing. And he goes up, he's like, hey, lady, would you like to dance? Mari's reaction would be like, I gotta go to the bar and grab a drink.
Again, my ass is firmly in this computer chair. Remember, I wear gold shoes when I go to the dance club, and I light them up
All
because
right.
those things light up, and the ladies love it. Don't forget it.
Well, then stand up. Stand up. Let me see your dance moves there. You
Yeah,
got
then you got this whole crotch thing, and now I can't hear this. It's all-
Lenny
keep your
Kravitz.
headphones on.
Oh yeah,
They will not work because you want me to dance.
Okay, all I'm hearing is complaints. So we're not going to see Powers dance, obviously. We're going to be back with your beef tip right after Lenny Kravitz's Fly Away. Keep it right here. It's Rock 1 2.1 KFMA. I don't want to see you dance.
Come to a Roadrunners game and you can come watch me dance. I dance at
Clear.
Roadrunners games all day.
Huh?
I said, come to a Roadrunners game and dance all day in my pajamas and a cape and a wig. It's the best.
All right, let's see what the comments have to say.
They put me on the big
leave
Titantron
Powers
because I did
alone.
what I do, the Macarena at the stupid game. They still do the Macarena cam at the Roadrunners game.
All right,
Oh,
so
you
I'm
must have moved at the game.
a thief of joy.
Yeah,
let's
that's
see.
accurate.
Thief of
He
joy.
hates
That's
joy.
what Todd said.
You're a thief of
Anthony
joy.
said that.
So funny. Oh, I love it. Yeah, he's extra. I even warned Mari when she came out. I was like, he is. How is he doing? I'm like, he's crabby today.
He's a
big
little crab puff.
It's true.
Did you really ask that like a precursor?
Well, yeah, because
Yeah.
you didn't text me back when I said I was gonna be late, and I was like, usually you're like, oh, okay, or like you heart it or you like it, and you didn't say anything, so I'm like, oh no, he's probably.
I
like,
didn't
a
even
little-
read it. No. First
Uh-huh.
off, I wasn't upset. As you are continuing to be pregnant, I'm 100% understanding. And like I said yesterday, when you text me, I'm like, anytime that we get
Yes,
with
no,
you.
your response yesterday was
is
very
appreciated,
sweet, very
right.
pleasant.
So
Mhm.
I already assumed and expected you to be late. And so when I saw the text this morning, like, oh, I hit the snooze, I'm like, well, yeah, that makes sense. You know? Like,
Well,
it's-
see, I think Happy Beef would like heart it though, or give it a thumbs up. You know.
I don't heart that you hit the snooze button.
No, you would heart things. Like you heart things and you like things. You respond. So if you don't respond, there's some like underlying crab puff in there.
Well,
Sometimes it's because he won't respond because I may have unfortunately said like, "Hey, thanks," and it's just apparently too homophobic for him, and he has to throw his phone across the room and start doing push-ups because
yeah.
I say like, "Thanks, baby,"
Yeah.
and he's like, "No,
No.
Oh God, he's just trying to put a stick in my mouth.
You can't be saying that stuff. You have a chick's
Wait, you
ass,
can't
so you can't.
Thanks,
Do I have a
baby.
chick's ass?
You do have a chick's ass.
Is that
Yeah,
good?
yeah. I mean, to some chicks, yeah, but you can't be saying.
Wait, why? When did you notice this?
Yeah, when you notice like a chick's ass earlier doing planks and
They
sit-ups
say,
and
well,
things?
I mean, I seen him back up, and I heard his pager go off, and I realized he doesn't have a
I have a
pager.
flat ass.
Beep. No, it's
Oh,
kind of. You
man.
got some chick hips, right? You got hips. Stand up.
Are we looking at this?
Being objectified.
I'm being objectified. I don't
Put
know.
your hair down a little bit.
That's
Yeah, you little slut strands. Look at the slutty ass. Look at that chick's ass. If I
Yeah,
just
Carl.
did a zoom, look, this is a benefit for the ladies out there.
Oh, hang on, let me tie my gold shoes. Hang on.
Right.
That's
Ben and snapping.
So I mean, there's chicks that dig that for sure.
so funny.
You'll find them.
Ah,
All right. Whoops. But yeah, to respond to you, I was not upset with you, Mari. I just
No.
I didn't read it, and I'm so brain dead and tired that I didn't think to heart it, but I was definitely not upset.
Yeah,
And
not even a little
You're sleep deprived.
not even a little bit. Like he would know because I bitch about everything verbally.
oh yeah.
Yeah. Right. But did I?
No one did.
Nah.
No,
I was
you're
like,
sleep deprived.
He was even
So
like,
you
thank
weren't
God.
upset, but you're sleep deprived. And
I'm
that makes
totally sleep
sense.
deprived.
No, this
Yeah.
all makes more
All right, we go.
sense.
Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegans Presents. We just learned a lot about ourselves this hour. We learned that Powers has feminine features in his derriere.
He's saying I have a
So-
chick's ass, and I'm
Chick's
not sure if
ass.
that's good. I think it's a compliment
Right.
personally.
Right.
As
and
a
then-
heavier guy, I'm like, I'll take it.
Yes. We learned that Mari doesn't want you touching her belly. We did
Mhm.
learn that. What else did we learn today, Mari?
To not use your creepy voice.
Yep.
No.
When you-
People like my creepy voice. Sarah likes my creepy voice. In fact, she wants me to start an ASMR channel. So,
Okay.
yeah, which probably would help blow up our Twitch.
Oh, absolutely.
Maybe.
Yeah, it would.
Get you in a hot tub next.
Yeah.
Very popular.
Yeah. So we learned a lot of stuff today. That's my takeaway.
Todd says we learned that beef is immune to change.
Cringe.
Cringe.
Oh, cringe. I'm sorry.
I am immune to cringe.
That's true.
That's
Yeah.
100% accurate.
Yeah.
So funny.
Thank you, Anthony, for that. Keep those comments coming. Don't forget, you guys can go to Twitch and clip your favorite moment from the show. And if you don't have a favorite moment from today's show, you can check out the last week's show, or eventually you'll come across a favorite moment. You
It's
can
fun
clip
to
it.
watch. It's true.
Yeah. So I don't really have a beef tip for you today, because I just don't, man. It's Monday. I know
I'll
that
help
we have
you.
tickets to give away.
You
Yeah.
want a Powers Pro tip? How about this?
Oh.
Drink more water, everybody. You can't go wrong with that. How about that?
No, that's terrible.
Is that terrible tip?
Everyone knows that. We live in the
Hydrate.
desert.
Yeah? No?
Yeah.
Is that good?
Yeah, no. I
All
mean,
right. I'll leave it to you.
well, I mean, no, I would definitely pass it to you for a good beef tip, but drinking water, it's Arizona, dude.
That's true. Pretty
Yeah.
basic.
Yeah, you can do better than
All
that.
right, all right.
Maury,
brush
show
your
them how
teeth.
it's done.
Oh, I have nothing. I agree with the water one. I drink a lot of water.
Well, of course you drink a lot of water. You live in Arizona, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I got a beef tip.
Okay.
Treat yourself today because you know what? It's Monday. Mondays kind of suck. It is the last day of February, right?
Oh.
So maybe just appreciate that we're saying goodbye to February. It's March tomorrow. So look forward to that. I'm going to try and make a change out of a positive outlook and maybe make some changes for myself to exercise, things like that. It's springtime. Springtime.
Okay. Word economy. All right. I see I'm cranky today.
I
I was like, we got the point 15 words ago. Tomorrow morning, we may make a major concert announcement at 7 a.m. Yes, I'm waiting for the green light on that, but I'm being told that it's a big concert and it's going to be here in town. So
Wow.
that's good. It's not KFMA day. I'll tell you that much right now. So I don't want to get those emails, but hopefully it's around 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. I'll have more news to share with you. And if I do make that announcement, I'll have win them before you buy them tickets. Speaking of free tickets, we are going to be giving away tickets for Smashing Pumpkins all week long. So around 7 o'clock, I'll let you know what time you're listening for the Smashing Pumpkins song to play. Be caller 10 to win those tickets. And if you win them, you'll be as excited as our winner, Christine, was when she won them earlier this morning. Rock 102.1, who's this?
It's Christine.
Christine, you're caller number 10.
Oh!
sorry.
That's okay. That's okay. You can be excited. There you go. So that's how excited I want you to be if you win those tickets.
Mhm.
Heck yeah.
All right. Mari, thank you so much for coming in.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Power, sorry for all the verbal abuse. The rest of you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Drive safe, ride safe, and as always, rock local. Later.
When you wish
Yeah, just do this
upon a
dance.
side
Guys,
of
come on.
beef, so will
Stop
come
dancing, you son of a
an end
bitch.
to
Never.
all your grief. But if you've been mean or kind of bad, I will knock out all
Take you off
your
the street.
teeth.
I demand attention.
Yeah, get off that stream.